Hello and welcome back to RimWorld. Last time, we managed to fight off a double wave raid right out front here. And quite frankly, it was an absolute massacre. I'm surprised it isn't still covered in red because there was a lot of blood. We did replace this corner with plasteel walls, which is pretty nice. That's going to protect it against all of the machine gun fire that is constantly going to be tearing that wall to pieces, which is rather, I think that's a good idea. In terms of the colony itself, we're building a few expansions up here for the numerous people that were caught in the last raid. We've got Dorian, and we got Mal, and we have Deanna and Emmy, and they're all going to join the colony, or I'm going to execute every last one of them because I am not having any of you guys not being productive. Cherie is currently probably having a small mental breakdown in her room as she meditates on something. I don't know what she would have to meditate on. She's a filthy peasant and thereby doesn't actually think all that much, so I don't know what she's thinking about in this particular situation, but it can't be anything intelligent. That's not how a peasant do. So we did get a lot of equipment from that last attack, specifically in weapons, and we kind of need to either sell off a lot of this stuff or potentially expand the armory a bit. Kind of feels like we need to make a whole new armory, and given that we have a lot of space, actually, we've started producing stone blocks again. We need another storage space, and we need a new armory. So I feel like repurposing a bit of this could be quite nice. So I think if we tear apart this cryosleep casket, and we set off like this area for storage, that could be pretty good, and then set up a new armory maybe in this area. That is going to be beautiful. So we're going to start with just setting up the actual equipment racks. We'll have one against the wall there, and a little double situation just like that. Ooh, that is perfect. That is beautiful, and we'll set up another one here. And maybe we need a door probably right along here, and then, yeah, that's basically going to be it. It's not exactly the largest armory in the world, but it should do for now. We'll set up some basic... Oh, no. Well, we're going to have to move this door because it appears as though we are going to build the armory to actually close off that door. That's not the best. I mean, I'm still concerned that a ton of bugs are going to spawn in here. When I think about it, probably we should do some form of, setting up security in this little cave area, potentially getting a bit of... Well, you know what? I was going to say we should get some, sandbags, but the bugs don't actually shoot anything. So I'm pretty sure sandbags are going to be more or less useless. It's probably for the best that we just hope that we succeed. Dude, who's not... Oh, Long Nose. Long Nose. Have you gotten yourself caught in this room? You're the worst, Long Nose. You guys need to learn to stop tearing down... Long Nose, prioritize tearing down the wall. Long Nose! Wall, tear down. Stop being lazy about it. You're literally trapped in that room. If you don't tear down the wall... Jeez. These people and building themselves into, basically caskets, they are ridiculous. I don't even know about these people. They're not the most intelligent people in the world. It's fine, we can deal with it, it'll be okay, but my goodness, that's just too much. Just absolutely too much. Taylor, how you doing? Do you just kill a turkey? Taylor, how does that make you feel? Are you considering the ramifications of having killed a sentient creature? Yeah, Taylor, you better think about that. I mean, Taylor's probably shot and killed numerous people already because, we do that on occasion with the whole raid thing. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to have any complete mental breakdown over it, but, if he could have a small one, that would at least be amusing. I mean, we need to get our amusement out of somewhere, and if we're not going to get it out of them having mental breakdowns, where are we going to get it? I have no clue. It's too much. In terms of cloth, do we have enough to set up this room? It does appear as though we have... I think enough. We'll get some dark carpets. And we have... Nope, not even close. Okay. Well, we can set up a small portion of that room to have cotton floors, and I guess that'll be nice, question mark? It's kind of hard to tell, you know? I'm sure they'll be okay. Look, these people are generally expecting something closer to, like, absolute barbarian situations rather than, like, the luxury of carpet floors. So I'm pretty sure they can get over a small issue of only having a partial carpet floor. I mean, oh, hello. Jeez, the non-technologist covenant is really coming at us, aren't they? Guys, can you calm down for a second? I don't know if you realize, but you're basically throwing all of your people to their deaths just constantly. I mean, we are no joke when it comes to defense. We have this well under control. Anyway, everyone's going to get out to the defensive line except for Wilkins, who apparently doesn't want to kill anybody, which, quite frankly, I frown upon. I very much frown upon any form of pacifism. If you guys could all be very warlike, that'd be amazing. Cherie's going to get over there. We're going to have a little bit of, hey, don't you try to knock down our walls. That is not cool in the slightest. So they do have an incendiary launcher, which is a pretty serious concern. That's that guy right there. Oh my word, things are going way too quick. Okay, no more incendiary launcher because that man is dead. He has been shot to death, along with everyone else who came to kill us. Good job, guys. That was really brutal. Let's see. Who's going to do the dirty deed? Let's choose Bradley as second in command. It is officially your job to kill Min. We don't have any place to put her, and she's just a pop idol. Actually, what kind of person is she? She's highly... Oh, she looks like she's such a nice person. She's an aspiring pop idol who became a pop idol. And she can do violent stuff, right? Yeah, she can shoot in melee. She's beautiful, industrious, and a bit of a teetotaler. She actually looks like a reasonable member of the colony. Oh, well, we can't immediately bring her in because she's... I don't know if you've noticed, but we don't have any beds for them. So I guess they're just going to have to do their best. Ends up our defensive line is absurdly more powerful than I thought it was. And basically, everybody dies the moment they try to come against us. Now, I'm not certain that's actually going to hold out because currently they're still pretty poorly equipped, quite frankly. Nobody really has all that much armor, especially from these non-technologists. So that's a small concern on that point. Once they start getting stuff like the power armor, that's going to be a bit more dangerous. Wilkins, how you doing? Relaxing socially? Can you possibly, like, capture Min? I don't think we have a bed, no? Can you bring her to the cryosleep casket so she doesn't die? That'd be great. I mean, I was just trying to find some solution that didn't immediately kill Min, and that's a pretty good one. I'm gonna level with you. She's just gonna stick Min in a cryosleep casket. It'll be fine. Look, I understand that it's probably not best to hold people indefinitely in sub-zero conditions, but she'll be okay. She'll be okay. As soon as we get this room fixed up, we'll shove her in there as a prisoner, and we'll get to trying to bring her into the colony. She could be another pretty good warden, as well as, you know, just a general fighting person. Oh yeah, stick her in there. Perfect. The cryosleep casket now contains Min the Pop Idol. Good for you, Min the Pop Idol. Eventually, given that you behave yourself in the cryosleep casket, we may one day take you out and have you as a member of the colony. If you don't behave yourself, we will leave you in there indefinitely in some sort of pseudo-death hell. Yeah, that's just how it's gonna go. This is the Rambonian Knights. This is how we do. Let's see. Who are we actually in the good with in terms of factions? Just Tithidin. So we can do a little bit of calling Tithidin. If you call Tithidin and see if you can't possibly get some form of caravan to show up here, that'd be great, because we could use some, I think what we need is components, as well as, you know, to sell stuff, which is kind of important. I mean, we could build our own caravan, but quite frankly, I'm way too lazy. I can't even. That's too much effort. we're going to have them come to us because we, I don't know if you've noticed, are the most powerful people in the current area, given that everyone in the current area is either with us or dying to our continual machine gun barrages, which are, I don't know about you, pretty darn effective. Oh, check it out. Everyone's joining in the colony. Everyone's going to have a nice little teach. These are the big social events of the colony. This is really where it's at. And quite frankly, we're going to need more space at some point, aren't we? Because we have 4 people who need to join these classes, and we only have 2 more seats. So, how big is the radius of this teaching thing? Oh, it does appear to be pretty big. So I think we have some more space below the teaching bench that we could expand to. So if we just build some walls out that way, that should do pretty well. Like build a little bit here. Oh, nice. Wake up production. That's not necessarily the most useful thing in the world, but whatever. Whatever. We'll get an antimatter reactor. What is that? Oh, Steven, you're lighting things on fire. Well, at least you chose to light things on fire outside the colony. You know, I'm not really that concerned about Steven lighting the entire forest on fire. We don't really need that forest. It's not like we use all that much wood. That's under control. Steven, why are you getting attacked by a red fox? Taylor, can you... Do not shoot the red fox. You will shoot Steven. Taylor, you fool. Please kill the red fox. Do it. Just make it dead. Oh my word, this colony, I don't even know. These guys can't aim, and yet they try to shoot right over each other's shoulders. That is the worst. So, looks like the armory is getting set up even farther. That's quite nice. This new room should be all built soon enough. Bradley was supposed to be on that. Bradley, what are you doing? Bradley, what are you doing? Oh, he's building a granite door. I see. He's finishing this room as well. Yeah, if you could finish the bed, that'd be great. That's kind of more of your main goal right now. Okay. Wait, what is this? Marble wall? We should have enough marble to finish that up. If we can possibly get... Oh, I guess it's the end of the day. I was going to get people to specifically go out and get this stuff dealt with, but I guess not. It's okay. It's under control. So I think we do also have to clear a bit of this home area from all of these sections that we really don't want people to fight fires in, because it's going to be kind of a nuisance to have them going out all the time. That should be perfect. Okay. So, after what is basically 3 raids and the continual existence within the colony, everyone appears to be doing pretty darn well. It's been fairly consistent, actually. I feel like, is it about time that we did some crash raids on opposing groups? You know, I feel like that's something we need to work towards at this point, because we can definitely hold our own. In fact, we hold our own exceptionally well in this colony. But we need to actually eliminate the threats to our colony soon enough, especially the non-technologist covenant, who deserve to die a terrible, terrible death because we tried to save one of their friends, and now they think that somehow we're evil. That is ridiculous. That is the worst. Oh, what the heck? Dude, our Muffalos had a little Muffalo child. And by the way, can plasteel light on fire? Since when was plasteel flammable? Jeez! It's plastic and steel, 2 mostly inflammable things. Well, I guess we're gonna have to actually set up a home area outside of these plasteel walls, because apparently plasteel does not resist fires. Jeez, that is a new thing to be learned here. Plasteel is not the perfect super defense. Ends up something like a steel wall probably would have been better than a plasteel wall, but okay, that's fine. It's under control. We got it. Doesn't seem to do all that much damage to the plasteel, and there's nothing really to light on fire in this room. outside of literally all of the animals, which, you know, okay. Okay, arguably that is some pretty important stuff to light on fire, but I think it's under control. That's not the end of the world. Okay, so what else do we need to get done in this colony? I feel like this colony is just, like, doing perfectly well. At this point, there's no real issues. We're continually having enough food, I say, as we are actually very quickly losing food, which is a small concern. By a small concern, I mean a pretty severe concern. We do probably need new farm zones, admittedly, because we haven't had any expansions to the growing area since we got some pretty big influxes of people. So I think if we just set up some nice, like, 6x6 plots out in here, this should be fine. And we'll get, like, 4 or 5 in this area. I say 4 or 5. I'm probably going to set up, like, 6, because I can't be asked to have less than 6 out here. But we still keep those behind our walls so that they are nice and protected, and even if we have to hold up in here basically indefinitely due to potentially incredibly vicious rhinoceroses or a group of man-hunting elephants, potentially a single really angry squirrel, we can just have all of the food production inside and nothing can ever kill us. There's no such thing as a raid that can just siege our fortress to death. Aiden, did you not recruit that dude? You gotta recruit everyone, Aiden. Come on. Jeez. Like, Emmy, come on, Patricia. You got this? No? Okay, fine. Fine. Apparently they're quite stubborn. I don't think they understand their situation. I don't think we've reiterated quite enough that I will actively kill them if need be. So they kind of need to, you know, work on that situation. Fedocia, you're opening the casket? Perfect. Out should pop Min. And if you can just capture Min, that'd be great. Hello, Min. You are now going to be part of our colony. I hope that you're fine with that. If you're not fine with that, you're going to have to get over it because we're either going to kill you or you're going to join us. You do not get to go back into the cryosleep casket no matter how much you may or may not have liked that. I do realize that we just put her in like a pitch black room. A small, cold stone room with no windows, no heating, no lights. That is what I call some form of basically prisoner abuse. That's pretty bad. Oh no. Not the psychic ships. Well, okay, we got a giant psychic ship that fell right over there. I think, okay. So what we're going to do, we should have some steel in our hull, I think. Not our hull, in reserve. Yes, okay. We are going to set up some actual sandbags along here, because as soon as we open that thing, or shoot at that thing, it's going to release some terrible creatures out of there. I don't know if you remember any of these. We have run up against them a few times in the past. But we need to make certain that we protect ourselves as much as possible. So we're going to have a small sandbag section, and then we're going to line up behind that and just open fire on all of the terrible mechanoids that come out of that. Come on, people. Longnose. Let's go. Work a bit faster, Longnose. We really need the defenses up and running for this. Okay, Longnose, no. No, you are not allowed to just stop building sandbags. Okay, fine. Fine, you fools. I guess he's just going to go back up and just sleep now. Well, okay, I guess the giant psychic droning ship will have to wait until next time because we do need that up and running before we can actually assault it. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we will, of course, as has been stated, take down the giant psychic crashed ship, which should be pretty solid. I'm not really terribly concerned about that with the nice sandbag defenses we're going to set up. And, of course, we'll be bringing all of these individual people into the colony. We're going to need more rooms because we are just continually adding more and more people with no consideration to the amount of food and resources that we need to maintain these people. Basically, everyone is currently wearing the most ragged of clothes that you could possibly think of because, quite frankly, we don't have any clothes to put on people because We don't make clothes, which is a small concern. We should probably get around to that. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.